didn't see. But honestly, I can't remember if I loved you, but it feels like I did when I think about you now. What if I just wanna be with you? Oh, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. But honestly, I can't remember if you loved me, or maybe I'm just feeling lonely. I don't know. Just let it go. But what if you should really be with me? I wonder what the hell you didn't see. Honestly, I can't remember if I loved you, but it feels like I did when I think about you now.
Hey, I heard you got a new best friend. Yeah, it hurts a bit, I won't pretend that it doesn't matter that you're with someone else. In a way, that's how it's supposed to be. If I'm unable to make you happy, then it's for the better that you are not with me. That's why I wrote you a letter, 'cause you see, I write so much better than I speak. And I need to tell you, you were my best friend till the end. I hope I'll be happy without you, but right now I don't know what to do. It's hard to get over, you chose someone else, a new best friend. Doesn't feel like it was long ago. We were head over heels in love, thought it lasts forever, but somehow we got lost. Looking back, I didn't realize what was wrong with me. I can't deny I took you for granted. You finally had enough. That's why I wrote you a letter, 'cause you see, I write so much better than I speak. And I need to tell you, you were my best friend till the end. I hope I'll be happy without you, but right now I don't know what to do. It's hard to get over, you chose someone else, a new best friend. Hey, I heard you got a new best friend.
Good evening. How is everyone doing today? I've been on a handful of times today. This will be my final live, I think. I mean, I like to say I made the most of the time that I was indoors despite the challenges that I'm currently dealing with. Even if I did share those challenges on both of my live streams today, potentially on a third live stream. Who knows what this dog's gonna get up to? I'm very concerned. He's still not eating. So yeah. Yeah, still not eating. Oh shit, I forgot to set my mod thing up. My bad. One sec. you guys keep on saying hi. Just a reminder for anyone that's like here from TikTok and stuff. It doesn't tell me when people join and stuff, the chat. So I don't know you're here unless you say something. I mean, I can know you're here. I don't check. Let me set up my mod thing. Hey, Dorio. Is that right? Boom. Yep, we're good there. Yeah, Roxy's still not eating. Basically have a dead weight dog. Not sarcasm there. Like, that's legitimately, I think, the best way to put what I kind of got on my hands right now. I don't know what to do. It's also new food. What if she doesn't like it? I can't carry her on anything else. I don't even know how I'm going to get everything that I have with me when I leave here. I have a lot. I need it though. Like, I got gauze pads and stuff. I need all of those, so I need to find a way to get them all in there. So we are down to the most things we lost here are cables this week. I made a mistake on Monday night. Was it Monday? I think it was Monday night into Tuesday when it rained on me. I made a mistake, and the mistake ended up benefiting me. My Pelican case normally goes down sideways with the heavy side on the bottom. The heavy side is usually the Xbox console. I had mistakenly put the Pelican case in on the other side, which just has my cables, and that was a mistake. And it didn't hold a lot of water because there is the styrofoam in there, so it kind of retained the little bit that did get in. But it just kind of ruined like a couple of like adapters and cables, and ultimately I couldn't recover those. I'm still working on one other device, but it looks like everything else for the most part was able to be recovered. I did lose it all. Nothing would turn on. I went and got some rice. I had to check in the middle of the week, and I got some rice at the store. The laptop took a long time. I did have to unscrew the base, and I had to take out the battery. And I had to dry out the battery. The portable monitor also needed to be dried out pretty heavily. There was still on Friday afternoon when I got in here, I was just trying to set up the monitor to work. It still would not work on Friday. And it had some water still, like drops of water and stuff that was kind of like rattling around on the outlets over here. So the ports, I think we're dry there. Headset's broken, but it kind of works. It was a whole fucking mess. I pretty much, the second the sun came out, I pretty much took everything out and put it out in the sun. It was terrifying. It was really terrifying. I got very, very lucky. Like I said, happy accident. Had I put the Pelican case in the way I normally put it in, the Xbox would be toast. It did require a factory reset when we got back in. Like, it flashed the home page, and then I had to do some resetting stuff. It didn't delete any of my data on the extra memory or on the hard, but I had to redo some settings. And then the laptop, that was like my number one priority, was the laptop. And then I got one cable replaced so that I could connect, because I did lose a cable that is crucial to this, and I did get some help just getting that replaced. So no, not really, Aridorio. Like, the bottom line is like, I can't be outside when it's raining. I gotta find a way to get indoors. While I'm in the city, which I'm currently in now, I can just get a referral sent over to me, and I can go into the winter shelter, but I have to get a referral, and we'll we're waiting to see how much they want to help me right now. I am getting some extra help, kind of, sort of, not really. Tapping into some resources around here, but the reality is, man, and we've talked about this afternoon. If I'm working to get out of here, and I got a little bit of income, which, you know, I still have through Twitch. It gets reported every month whether or not I hit the minimum to cash out or not. If you have any kind of income, basically over like $100, whether it's, you know, gifts, tips, income from Twitch, TikTok, that was a huge part of things. I had my job when I first became homeless, and then of course I had my unemployment. If you have any kind of income at all, it pretty much, like, you're shit out of luck. It really, really sucks. If you just sit on your ass and do nothing, you will get the maximum amount of benefits probably within about a year to a year and a half. But if you want to work your way out of homelessness, you will get very little resources. And I was very quickly reminded of that this week. My health declining so bad, like, it's bad. I guess I haven't really talked about that. I am going to make like a separate video about this, but prior to Roxy's health going awry, I had spent 3 days in a row talking to, it's called the Reach team. It is wild. There's like no fucking information. Long Beach homeless resources. It's on the city page. Okay. So I was just looking to see what else I could find. And as many people know, I have been all up and down Long Beach, downtown LA, everything, trying to find support since I've been in this situation. So this is the mobile outreach team. So this is the team that, like, I'm working with right now. Crap. Yeah, stay there. This is the team I'm working with, like, right now, and this is, like, they literally parked, like, this is like half a block from where I used to live. So I'm gonna show you, Estella, how they know that I have an income in a moment. I'll get that ready actually really quickly on the side screen here before we, like, dive into this, so I don't have to skip a step for those that don't know already. It was in July, right? Yeah, that's, yep, cool. So yeah, they used to meet, like, right over, but kind of by where I used to live. So this is where I kind of made my first connection all the way back in September 2024. And these teams basically go around and they're here to help provide support and give special resources and try to prevent people also from becoming homeless if they can. So here is where I'm at. This is all that exists about it's called the Reach team. There is no other information about this team, and it's a fairly new site that was added, and they just dropped these, like, 3 bullet points, and then they have a YouTube video. And the YouTube video is just the city press conference introducing the team. This is what I was able to get access to. You still need a referral for even this. It's primarily for people that are having serious health issues, and that right now is me. So because I'm having my physical issues, I'm seriously constrained. I've been supermanning it for about probably 2 or 3 months. There's stuff I haven't even told you guys that I'm dealing with a lot of pain, a lot of internal pain that I'm not even, like, really entirely sure where it's coming from. So with everything going on and the fact that I just never got even close to where I was after that ER visit, I was able to get a referral to this team. So I was with this team Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. Very, very fortunate that they were able to come and help me out. So when I crashed here in the middle of the week because I needed to recharge my things, they actually sent the nurse to come and visit with me. So I got looked over this week in the room that's downstairs from the next door room. Yeah, so really close to where I'm at. And yeah, they just came over and looked me over and we had a conversation. So that was kind of going on in the earlier part of the week. And so basically, I have the prescription from my doctor. I need to start using it for my anxiety. I think there's a lot of mothers in my community, so you guys kind of all know this, but when you're kids, they get like a nervous stomach when there's something new going on. They get excited about things and they kind of get nauseated and throw up and stuff. So that's actually something that's caused by the fight or flight instinct inside the human body. It releases a bunch of hormones and they mix inside of your gut and it causes you to become nauseated. So when you join like the military and things like that, they have training exercises that help you kind of overcome that in a more controlled environment. I used to really struggle with this. I'd probably say the first 2 to 3 dozen nights that I spent outdoors, I really struggled. I was convulsing a lot, throwing up a lot because it is that scary. And it is that dangerous. Since returning to Long Beach approximately, it's come back. And I've just been having a really hard time. Mostly when I'm outdoors, but sometimes when I'm indoors, I just have been having a hard time controlling that part of my anxiety. And that is one of the things that prescription is for. And it's like, we kind of talked about it over the summer. I have a responsibility to kind of get over that weird stigma that's out there. So I got a little bit of help. I got some samples and things like that. But the problem is the samples that they gave me are like edible in pill format. And I don't know how that helps me. I'm going to take it. And if I'm already throwing up or dry heaving, I'm just going to throw up the pill or the edible and then we're not going to feel better. So that was something we talked about. And then the other thing we talked about was getting a daily vitamin, something that has some magnesium too in it. Magnesium and just some more basic vitamins and things like that will hopefully help me and keep me upright. So the next time I get an opportunity to, I'm gonna maybe try to go get some snacks and try to get a daily vitamin. And then the other agreement that we had was that I would do everything in my power to try to get 2 meals a day. I've been doing a lot of 1 meal days and stuff like that when I'm outside, and no meal days on occasion when I'm inside because I'd rather stay inside than. Yeah, so yeah, we made a deal. They'll come look me over here in a couple more weeks. Just the nurse. But yeah, I use my prescription. I need to have, it's here in town, it's here in a place in Pedro. I don't know if I go somewhere else, where to have that prescription sent to so that I can get some help. But yeah, so worked with the Reach team this week, and they were the ones that were actually able to get me kind of referred over to Project Street Vet. So they helped me out with that, and they also arranged for me to have a ride. So a shuttle actually came and picked us up at the park that we sleep at, took us to the multi-service center, and then when we were done, took us from the multi-service center back to the park. When Roxy, as long as we're in Long Beach, they can do this. When Roxy gets an appointment to get some help for her leg, I just need to call the Reach team, and they will, I'm just gonna call this person, and they're gonna arrange for that vehicle. Like, it's not like we'll take you wherever you want. It's when you have a serious situation, we'll try to help you along and get you where you need to go. And obviously Roxy's leg it's not a minor thing, it's a pretty big thing. So they're gonna help arrange for a ride. And that is if the vet, doesn't provide that as part of their services. I've already done the library outreach. We went over there. We do have a friend over there, but I don't really go over there all that much. Funny thing, so the multi-service center, I'll go back, homeless services. This is funny. The multi-service center, which is basically our homeless outreach in Long Beach, it's closed for like 2 months. Some pipes burst and the building's broken. So when I went to the multi-service center, I didn't even go inside on Friday. These poor people, I'm talking, not the homeless people, I'm talking about the people that are employed and work in homeless services for the city. They got them working in a fucking tent. Like, and it's like a fire safety, long-term office kind of tent, but like they're in like a fucking blow-up tent, sitting in there just. Those poor folk. I mean, this is how the city prioritizes homeless services. They literally have, these are city employees with the city health department, and they're working out of a parking lot under a tent. The dude that was helping me on Friday with my insurance was like sweating bullets the whole time, and I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. But yeah, so the building isn't even open, so that's fun. But yeah, so we worked with the street outreach team, and I now have a contact with them. Another thing that they're going to do with this team is this isn't like new news or anything, so like don't like freak out. I shared this morning. I've known this. My therapist is retiring this year, so I've kind of had my eyes and ears open for just like somebody in the city or around, and I think I found someone in the city I think I might be willing to give a shot. Like, it's really, really hard to accept any kind of help, let alone free help from the city, and sitting down and telling someone your deepest, darkest feelings. I did see another counselor through the city in January, February, and March of last year. And I gave her a really, really good opportunity. It was nothing personal. She was, honestly, was a really nice person. But she was just like really green. Really, really green. And I had asked her, like, hey, here's my therapist, my regular therapist. You should chit chat. And she just like wouldn't respond to his messages or like take the initiative to reach out. And as a result, we like ended up just rehashing things every week that I didn't need to rehash. Sounds good, Julia. Have a good night. It's great seeing you. And then on top of it, it was very textbook. Like, it kind of felt like she was reading from like index cards almost, if you guys get me. And I was like, man, like I've been in therapy since 2021. Like, it's like 3+ years. We've made a lot of progress. Can we just like stay on the path I'm on? If you guys have ever worked on your own mental health, I think you guys might get this. But so I was given 6 months with her, and I only accepted about 2.5. It just wasn't really all that helpful. But we're gonna give this new clinician a shot. I met her on Tuesday, hung out with her on Wednesday. She pretty much took care of all my stuff on Friday. I was like a VIP on Friday. They like cut me in front of the line, everything, took me inside the office in the tent. They let Roxy inside, even though dogs normally aren't allowed inside. So I always get treated pretty well when I go over there. Good night, Julia. But yeah, so there was a lot of me and a lot of Roxy this week. But there was an effort to try to get me some more help. They're looking into some things. I think they understand too, like if you're working to build something out on the street, and I had this conversation with them on Friday before they they sent me back on the shuttle to go back to the park. When you're working to build something, you don't really want to lose what you built. So like they totally understand that, and it's like, you know, they understand that if they were like to pull teeth at this point just to get me into a shelter for like 30 days, that probably isn't a significant setback. So, and they agreed with me, because like there's a lot of people out here that just aren't even trying to do anything. So they put in a request on interim housing, and like they said that they would try to work through a solution where like in the interim housing place, maybe I could be given a dedicated space or an office space where I could work. I don't know anything about where interim housing is. Kind of like, it's usually pretty incognito. Some buildings you might recognize, especially on newer ones that aren't labeled, but like they'll have like old motels that they'll convert to interim housing. They'll have old apartment complexes that are like close to being condemned that they'll take over. And you're usually like in a room with several people. So like that's totally fine. I think we're totally all gravy with all that, but I just want to keep working. So anything's better than nothing, but yeah, it doesn't make sense just to go get a roof for like 2 weeks and be in a position where just like I'm not allowed to do anything. So they're gonna work to try to avoid that, but also like we're gonna take what we can get. I don't think I'm gonna get approved for anything, and that's kind of the hard part, going back to what we talked about in the beginning. If you try to work yourself out of this, you're gonna hit a lot of roadblocks. You're not gonna get as much help, and you're gonna have to rely on things outside of the system than on things inside the system. If you get a job too, there's no like golden ticket. If you get a job, you gotta find a way to do that job from the park. So yeah, hopefully some of the stuff that we talked about last week, you know, I hope maybe one or two of those things can maybe come to fruition. It'd be really nice to have some relief. I'm so tired. I'm just so exhausted. But yeah, so talking about Estella, I think you had asked how will they know I'm receiving income? So this was like a multi-step process last summer, but I have access to an additional benefit that's kind of rare. Again, most people aren't trying to work themselves out. So like for most homeless people, this is not something that you would get access to. So I was given, I qualified myself basically through Twitch, actually, is ultimately what sealed the deal for me, to have an additional incentive to help me get into a place. So this will basically allow me to have a program where they will pay the first month's rent and pay for the security deposit on a place. It does take a while to process. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks to process. And it goes off of what what my income is. So this letter was written for me by somebody here at the office in town. And this was written for me all the way back on July 3rd. This is like, that's how like not common it is for people to qualify for this when they're homeless. It's just not a common thing you're gonna see. It's gonna be someone that's trying to take some real initiative. There might be like a dozen, maybe 2 dozen people out of the 7,500 plus people that are homeless in Long Beach that might have access to this at any given time. Here's the problem is I'm homeless and still my income is not that great. And I have an eviction on my record because I went down with this shit. So it's my responsibility to go find a place to live. So I went and I spent pretty much the bulk of June and July trying to find an apartment or a studio or something. So the reason that they know I have an income is whenever anybody sends me kind of any support, I do maintain a bank account. I have been so absolutely careful to maintain that bank account. Oh, thank you, Moxie. Yeah, I'm hoping that we'll try to get some rest. Moxie, I'm honestly probably gonna stay up all night and lay on the side of the bed with her on the ground over there, and I'm gonna watch her. Um, but yeah, long story short, I just couldn't find a landlord that would be willing to work with me. They were all very, very interested in working with me if I had a Section 8 voucher, which is traditional housing support. They have like binders and stuff. They just whip it out. Okay, what's your price? What's this, that? Give me your voucher. And I'm like, I don't have a voucher, but I have this. And then finally, in like September, late August, early September, excuse me, my case manager and I sat down, and she kind of explained that her two other people that have had access to this in her career with the city ran into the same obstacles. And it was really just about the city's not going to give you any more money. If you're the landlord, the city's not going to give you any more money beyond the incoming homeless tenants' security deposit in first months. And that stresses landlords out. So like regardless of what my bank statement might say when I turn that in every single month, and I do turn that in every month. So what they do is I turn it in when I go check in, and then she sends it to the Long Beach Housing Authority, and they evaluate it, and then they get back to us usually within about 2 to 3 weeks about what my new like max limit is on what I can qualify for. So whenever someone sends me any kind of help, it goes through my bank account so that I can pay for rooms and things like that. And then we also go through the statement and we deduct rooms and food. It is very, very important I keep, and business expenses. It's very, very important I don't really pay for anything else other than that. Because those are all qualify for deductions, and if I'm like have like extra crap that's going on and stuff, it'll just end up kicking me off the program. So I don't qualify for much, and especially right now, I've actually had help with people just directly paying for rooms, which is great. I'd really just rather stay housed, but it does kind of have like on the back end, it kind of has like a little bit of harm in the sense that this, the next month would like go down just a few dollars based off of that 50% criteria. Because that's ultimately how the housing department determines what I would qualify for assistance. So it's tough. Like I even have an additional housing benefit that I can tap into. And here's the other hard part, and I've only gotten here a couple of times in the conversation, but it has to be like an actual like kind of unit. It doesn't have to be an apartment. It can be a studio, but it needs to be like a proper dwelling, if that makes sense. So it's got to have like a sink. It's got to have certain heating. It doesn't have to have AC, but it does have to have heat. And they will come in and do a property inspection. And for the cheapest of cheapest places, that's like, I don't want the government coming into my, my backyard and checking out my guest house, or, checking out the spare room I converted or whatever it is. So there's just a lot of just funky, shitty obstacles on top of the fact that just housing in general in California is just stupid, crazy, expensive. We're working on fixing it. It's caused by the fact that people genuinely want to live here. So, but yeah, that's kind of how the week kind of went. I know didn't go into that last night at all. Unknown Eridorio, we never know. And the reality is, like, it was 2 years when I got on it. It's got to be way longer than that. You guys got to realize the fastest I have ever heard anybody getting out of homelessness was 18 months. And I'm 18 months on the 21st. So in 11 days. I'm 18 months. When you talk to these people, like when you go talk to a therapist, like these mental health professionals on the street, this REACH team, for example, they're like, we understand it's your first time being homeless. Okay, yeah, we totally get it. It's your first time being homeless. Okay, yeah, we understand. It's your first time being homeless. And it's like that's every conversation you have with these people. And it's like, is there like a relapse process? Like, what are you guys all talking about here? Like, I'm planning on this being the only time I'm homeless ever. Um, but it goes to show how broken our system is. Like, like, and I've spoken about this. I don't go to check cashing places ever. I have a bank, luckily. That's one of the important parts of me keeping that maintained. I don't um, I don't go to like liquor stores. I try to avoid convenience stores as well, places like that. And it's not like I've had a beer. I had a beer for my birthday. I had a nice bottle of wine for the holidays from the community. So like, it's not like I'm not, occasionally grabbing one. It's the actual establishment. It's, hey, if I needed some food or if someone wants to hook me up with a couple of bucks to go get myself a drink, we're gonna go to the grocery store. We're not gonna go to the liquor store or the convenience store. We're not gonna go cash a check at the check cashing place. And it's also important to understand, like, we take any job, but we also gotta keep ourselves moving, because if you get complacent and you accept the job at $21 an hour, you are just gonna stay here. And I think that's maybe a contributing factor to why people end up falling back into homelessness. I think another part is just not a lot of people that are homeless have an education. I mean, I should be able to like get a reasonable gig. I know I'm not going to get anything within like 50% of what I used to make, but I should be able to get something that pays for me to live. Not necessarily comfortably, but I should be able to pay my bills. That just isn't something we're seeing. And we got college educated people fighting with people for jobs at Chipotle and McDonald's right now that are just graduating high school. Like, that's kind of how it is right now. So it's just the times. I think on another rewind like 6 years, maybe I was only homeless maybe a month or two if I found myself in this situation. But yeah, it's just a tough road, man. I'm so exhausted. I'm like, it's so frustrating to have my body kind of breaking down on me too. I don't know. You gotta have faith that I think this will lead to a better outcome than me just stopping doing anything. Um, like, me doing nothing isn't really gonna get me much. At least I write some letters here every couple of days, but yeah, it's been a very busy week. We've tried tapping into everything. We got reapplied for insurance and cattle benefits and stuff. I'm not gonna qualify. And you guys want to know the funny part? The thing that hurt the most in my qualification was that I had some money in savings for van life. Oh man. I was like, can I just transfer this out? But I was submitting my bank statements, and it's like, yeah, that wasn't gonna help anything. So it's oh man, I don't know what we're gonna do. Keep dropping a couple apps. I'm gonna do 2 letters a day. 2 to 3 apps a day, 2 letters a day. Try to do a long form whenever I can. I have a sneaky kind of fun way to get my YouTube a little bit more active. I think I actually have all of my original TikToks, and I really hated TikTok. And because I really hated TikTok, I turned off the part that allowed them to, nope, just tonight. I was in the last 2 nights of Stella. I got some help, and I did dip in a little bit to savings today because she won't move. This dog's immobile. But yeah, I mean, we're just doing what we can right now to survive. Like, we're really in that situation, but I think, yeah, just keep on doing what I can. Well, I mean, Eridorio, I'm still gonna send some letters. I can stream and watch her. Like, she's literally right here, guys. I'm not letting this dog anywhere all that far away. She's always right here, and I have the corner of my eye on her all times. So I can still get some work done. That's not my concern. Can I do this outside? Maybe not as much. I have to probably keep a closer eye on her when we're at the park. I don't know how we were gonna fucking get to a park right now, honestly. So there is a park closer to me, but it's like a hood park where I'm not super comfortable crashing. I don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, we'll figure it out. We always do, some way, somehow. But I need to get her mobile. Oh, I'm not sleeping. Can you guys see the bed pretty well? Everyone kind of see the bed? I'm gonna do a demonstration. But only if you guys can kind of see the bed a little bit. Because I don't really want to move. I don't think I can move the camera. That's not gonna make a big difference. So this is how we're sleeping here, okay? It's a little demo. Now obviously, the dead weight is gonna stay here. We know where she is, okay? So, I don't trust Roxy. So, I take the leash and there's a post over here. I don't know if you guys can see this. I wrap it around this post and I have this leash that kind of sits here on the ground. I take the end of the leash that I normally hold and I tuck it underneath the bed. So I can always pull her head back with something if I like see her going at her leg. And then I have to sleep like this, and then basically I just watch her out of the corner of my eye. I literally just sleep like this and I just keep my eyes open probably bulk of the night. And I keep her head right here, and if she turns her head this way, I pull on the leash so that she doesn't lick her wound. There's my demonstration for how our evenings are going, you guys. It is really fucking hard. If I could cry, I would. Moxie. I mean, Hamilton's gotta be a smart little boy. Roxy and Hamilton probably are both pretty smart. Roxy's on that level. I'd give that towel like 8 minutes. Actually, we'll give it 15. She's pretty out of it. She's pretty out of it. Give it 15 minutes and that towel's... Oh. Yeah. I think this is the consequence of having a smart dog. Oh man. Yeah, it's just I mean, here's the deal. She's sitting right here. She has not gone for her leg one time. And she's still just chilling here and just vibing. I'd really love it if she would eat. I'm really concerned maybe she doesn't like this food. I don't know what this food is. It's just food. Yeah. So her last meal was yesterday morning. Tomorrow morning she doesn't eat breakfast or something. I'm definitely going to start freaking out. This is our current movement speed. Let me see if I can get her up a little bit, just a little bit. Let me see what we're working with here. Okay, Roxy. The people wants to check in on you. Okay. Let's see if we can get her up. I do need her to move. She's been in this spot now for a few hours. Oh. Okay, Roxy. Can you get up? Kiddo, can we get you up? Huh? Shake? No shakes? How we looking? I think we're looking okay. How we feeling? Yeah, there's still a lot of room in there. Yeah, baby. Okay, guys. I'm gonna do my best. Can we get you up? Come on, honey. I want to get you up just a little bit. I want you to walk around for a minute. Oh. There you go, honey. Walk around. There we go, kiddo. Come over here. Come over here. Come here. Come here. You want a treat? Can you move a little bit? Hi, baby. I'll take you eating a treat. Want an apple treat? Yeah, guys. You want some water? Want to get some water? Okay. Okay, you can sit down, kiddo. And here we go. How we doing? Want some water? Dude, I will totally take you drinking some water right now. That's a W. Water? What? Come here. Come here. Oh boy. I'm sorry, honey. They didn't give me any pain meds. Good girl, honey. Good girl. Let's keep an eye on her. Yeah, she's not eating the treat. No pressure. Yeah, it's not fun, but... You okay, honey? Get some water? No, Moxie, they didn't give her anything for the pain. She's getting herself hydrated. Water doesn't seem to be a big issue. She's drinking. I mean, she's not been letting me brush her the last 4 or 5 days. I put the treat in there, get it. No. Get some yum yums? No, there it is. Well, we got some water. We got some water, guys. Come over here, baby. And come over and lay next to me. I'm just gonna drag you all over the ground since you can't move. I think I'm just gonna have to take the small victories. Honestly, guys, I'm trying to figure out. I wonder if I can take. I don't know. I'll figure it out in the morning. The logistics of maybe trying to get around. I'm wondering if I could like flatten down the pelican case in the wagon, pull the wagon, wheel the suitcase, put the backpack on the suitcase like I used to, wear her backpack. And if I can lay the blanket down and lay her down on the blanket, and the blanket lays on top of the boxes of gear and like the Aldi bag, and then just the pelican case should be soft enough, and she should have a mostly kind of flat surface on the blanket to... I don't know if that would work. It's the only thing I can think of. She hates car rides. She's not gonna like the bumpiness of the fucking wagon. I don't know. In a perfect world, they just call me in the morning and they're like, hey. I don't think that's gonna happen, but... Like, and they honestly didn't really, like, send me all that much. They get a hold of me, and I totally get it. They don't want people just like losing their minds. Here, I'm showing you guys what they did. I showed this morning. Dude, where's the freaking email? There it is. So this was her. This is. They didn't really write anything down really. Almost nothing down. Ignore my personal info. That's not my real address, but yeah, they didn't really take like a ton of crazy notes or anything. Most of the stuff that they jotted down was like on their end. But yeah, so they did the exam and then they gave us the. I know some of you guys were not here this morning, so. Dude, where's your other thing? Is it over here? Oh yeah, it is. So, but they're gonna reach out to me. I don't have like a number to call or anything. And the vet that was obviously there was a volunteer vet for the day. So, but yeah, so they gave us. This is what I was using on her before, just your standard boring triple antibiotic ointment stuff. It was not agreeing with her stomach either, but they gave us this Animax stuff, which is a lot stronger. So she cannot, this will upset her stomach and it might possibly be the reason she doesn't want to eat right now. I have not seen her lick her leg. I've been keeping a very close tab on it, but I did nod off a couple of times the last couple of nights. So, but it's every 24 hours, so I'm doing it in the morning too. So that hopefully by the evening, if she does accidentally sneak a lick, hopefully it's not that big of a deal. So we got this, and then they also gave us, all dog owners remember this. I'm sure Moxie's given this to Hamilton a handful of times in his life. But it's the probiotic. She's had a loose stool now for quite some time. I think I've spoken a little bit about it in some of my previous lives and content. Here's the thing. I have not used it. As you can see, it is completely full. I'm supposed to do 4 notches until it's gone, and I can start it whenever I feel like I'm ready to start it. I don't think she needs this. I think her stool is loose because she's licking her wound, and it's making her not feel good, and it's upsetting her stomach. Because we switched her food, and I have not let her lick her wound the last few days, and her stool's trending in the right direction. It's looking a lot better. So I don't think it's a big deal if I give this to her. I don't. If she doesn't need it, she doesn't need it. It won't have negatively impact her body. It's a probiotic. But she hates it. It goes in her mouth, so it's just like a gel. You stick it in her mouth, and she has to swallow it. And I've never met a dog that enjoys this. If you have one, please tell me your magic trick, because mine does not want to cooperate. Exactly, Iridorio. And I also don't really want to put this down her throat when she isn't eating food. I don't think this on an empty stomach is going to be like the bestest. So, but yeah, so I'm going to kind of skip the last minute work trip to Atlanta this week. Oh man, it's a long East Coast flight for you. You haven't had to give Hamilton any meds yet? Ooh, nice. We had to do this for her when she was a puppy. We had a problem. She got some kind of weird, funky thing at the dog park. And then I didn't see that thing again until she was 7, 8 years old. 6, 7, 8 years old. So good to go hang out in the Georgia humidity. I'm sorry, Moxie. I just don't like the humidity. I don't really hate Atlanta. I don't love it either. It's a very diverse community. I will say that. Very diverse. It's just hot, and that airport sucks. It's so fucking big. If you have to hop on a little tram thing every single time you want to go between terminals, you fucked up your airport design. You moved office to Buckhead, going to see a new office. You're gonna go see the new office plan next week. Nice. Plan an event. Oh, nice. I have a draft of a new letter. I don't know if it's gonna start going out tomorrow or if it's gonna start going out on Tuesday, but I've been asked if I think people will respect me doing this for a year, making very little and struggling and sacrificing in the way that I have. And I've been posed the question of if I think that people might respect that a little bit and want to give me an opportunity. So I've added some things to a letter. No. They scored on a power play. I haven't been watching any hockey or anything. But I'm going to try adding in some new elements in the letter and just try being a little bit more kind of upfront about some of the efforts that I've been putting in. Maybe some of the untraditional effort. And I'm going to start asking, I think, ahead of my affiliate anniversary for Twitch is in June. And I think I'm going to start reaching out to ask for giveaway stuff. I think that might be a very simple and easy ask, and companies tend to be cool with doing giveaway stuff. It's great for them. It doesn't hurt them usually. They have budget for that shit. So, but that might hopefully bring in some viewership, and maybe that'll give me an opportunity to like do some more creative things. People have very short attention spans these days, so I'm trying to combat all of that. But yeah, we'll try to get a little bit of work done before I head out tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing with this kid. I really don't know what I'm going to do with this kid. Part of me wonders maybe she doesn't like her food. This is new food. Sounds good, Moxie. Enjoy the rest of your game. I know it's playoff time. It's also Sunday. I try not to go too late on Sunday. I was going to play my RPG game, but maybe I won't tonight. I really wanted to, but I also know that she needs some. This is my third stream of the day. I should probably just. I need to make some content and edit some things too. Oh, I was going to share this with you guys earlier. I made a video. I'm not done editing it yet, but I'm thinking about bringing my TikTok videos, my old archive TikTok videos, just a few a day at a time, over to YouTube. They don't include the TikTok logo on them because fuck TikTok. But yeah, I've saved all of my content somehow, miraculously. So if we wanted to, and I'm thinking I might do this, drop this long form video that pretty much tells everybody like, hey, like, had this story going over on another platform, wasn't sharing it here. I'm gonna bring this old archive stuff, and I don't know how to do the description. Maybe I'll do the description like this video was originally released on blank, and then keep kind of sort of the rest the same. It's obviously not an accurate story, and honestly, I did a really poor job of making my content timeless. And it's all cringe content too, but I'm still in my cringe phase, so. But, like, I gotta really watch my battery and my network usage when I'm outside. So I'm kind of thinking out loud, like maybe this is, maybe this is a good solution here to get some content going even when I'm outside, not use a crazy amount of bandwidth. I only have a couple, but like maybe every fourth or fifth video is over like a minute and a half, so shouldn't use too much bandwidth to get that uploaded. They're already edited, so I don't need to upload them to edit any further. In fact, I think editing them at this stage would be a little bit counterproductive. Just let it be what it is. But yeah, I've shot the long form video that would go to YouTube and basically be the cover video for that playlist, and then the rest would obviously be short form videos from the TikTok days. Eventually, yeah, like you guys gotta realize I have hundreds of videos that I dropped on TikTok. It wasn't just I posted like 50 or 60 times. I stuck with it. I averaged more than one video a day. I didn't post every day, but I did average more than one video a day. But yeah, and then I can pull out some that I'm just like, this is dumb. There were some that I was definitely like, it's dumb, we can leave that out. Be something random in the archive that I can whip out in like 5 years and we can laugh at. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing that because right now I just have this dead YouTube page when I'm outside. I can't really get too much done. I can't really edit because it burns my battery. It also eats up my data. And even though I have unlimited, AT&T loves to slow it down when I hit 50. I know Verizon does the same thing. I think T-Mobile does the same thing too. So yeah, to start a new playlist and kind of just make sure to communicate in the video and then in the playlist description what it is. and then just use the appropriate like tags and description indicators. Try to make it pretty easy to follow, and just whenever even when I'm indoors, like just try to drop 2 or 3 when I'm indoors. Even when I'm indoors though, I want to focus on like the other content I'm making and trying to get new updates or gaming content or social political type content, educational content on that end of the things. I want to work on that, but I have it, it's an asset, I think I should value it. Yeah, so hopefully we can get that going when I step outside next. But yeah, right now I am definitely very focused on my dog. Very, 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 very focused on my dog. So hopefully we can figure this out here and yeah. But yeah, I appreciate everyone coming and spending time with me today. It was great catching up with everyone. I think we got some people stepping away, so I'm gonna step away for the night. Oh man, I need to find a nice long time when I can both get some sleep and also run some Red Dead. But yeah, I step out tomorrow. We'll figure this whole thing out, I guess. I'm gonna make some phone calls in the morning to see if we can get an update if anyone is willing to have this kid. I imagine she'll stay over probably just one night, just to let the anesthesia wear off and kind of keep an eye on the wound. And then they'll send me off with whatever's left and we'll just do the best job we can. So, yeah. I appreciate everyone popping in, saying hi tonight. Appreciate everyone spending time with me. Got a couple of gaming stuff up, so should be able to I finished top 20 in content creation vids for Marvel Rivals last season. To match that, I just need to post my one long form video that I have outstanding and then make 3 more shorts, and I would match what I did last month. So, well, thanks, Aradorio. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that. Deadline's Friday for the Marvel Rival stuff, so we'll see if I can match my productivity from last season. Yeah, top 20. And this gets posted everywhere too. Where is that? So yeah, when you go over to their Twitter page, yeah. So they post the whole thing for everyone to see, and yeah, so I was top 20, there I am right there. On the left middle, Kess_014 on stream check-ins. So I hit that, and yeah, this gets posted on their socials, so it's pretty good exposure to obviously have this posted up there. And then on the content incentive, I was in top 20 for most submissions. That's me middle over on the right hand side. That's just my standard name with their office. So they actually just sent me the email just now, actually, so I can get my goodies. But yeah, I have to send them like a screenshot of my channel so that they can issue my rewards. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep up as best I can my productivity. Like, the fact of the matter is, man, like, low key, and I mean this respectfully, but like, I'm proud of this, man. I'm homeless and I'm competing with a bunch of people who are also trying to do the same thing that I want to be doing. And I'm homeless and I'm beating people out. Like that makes me feel good. What's up, Robmaster? So, like, you know, say what you will about how I'm going about building a future for myself, but, you know, some homeless people do a whole bunch of other stupid, unproductive shit with their free time. At least I'm trying to work my way out of it and build something that I'm going to enjoy for the long haul. And like I said, it does make me feel good that, like, yo, I'm beating out people that are probably fully housed, maybe maybe unemployed, but like really throwing their heart into it as best they can, and I'm still doing this. Like that makes me feel good. So I'm gonna try to, at least on the content incentive, I'm going to try. I do, Rob Master. This should work. I hope it works. If not, it should. I do have the links inside of my my bio on my about page, Rob. I got a Marvel Rivals channel in there. I got some personal channels for the community. I also drop updates whenever I go live and whenever I drop a new YouTube or short or story or anything like that. So yeah, should I start dropping notifications in Discord when I drop Instagram posts? What do you guys think? I know not a lot of people are following me over there. I'm just recently trying to get more into it, trying some new stuff. But yeah, maybe we'll yeah. Maybe we'll add the Instagram stuff. I don't know if it gives you a preview or not. But yeah, I know I said goodbye a few minutes ago. But I'm gonna hop off, guys. Yeah, it's great exposure. People see your name. You just comment on it. I'm just commenting on the Instagram one, not the X one. The X one just easier to find. But yeah, my deadline for the content incentive is Friday, and can I check DMs? Can check DMs. I don't think I have any requests. But I don't think I'll be able to do anything about the live stream incentive for this month. I was doing really well. I did the first 8 days of this season in a row. I did a pretty good chunk kind of in the middle, and I did today, obviously. As of right now, Arid Oil, yeah, check it out tomorrow. But, you know, I just think we got too many days where I just didn't get on. So it's fine, it happens. But I'm going to respond to this email, hopefully get my reward, and we'll figure out what I want to do with it. But yeah. Thanks again, guys. Really appreciate catching up with everyone. It was really nice. I'm going to hop off, take care of the dog, have some quiet time, I guess. I'm supposed to be doing that, but I'm really just going to be laying on the bed watching her. So, eating's hard right now. I can't really go get any food either, so we're trying to get her to the next stage, guys, and then we'll kind of deal with the rest after that. I am, Rob. Yeah, I'll be on a little bit later on tonight. I am legitimately dealing with an epically sick dog right now, so but yeah, I'll definitely be on just to check a few more messages tonight after I deal with her. I gotta change her bandage one more time. So yeah, guys, I'll catch up with you next live. Hope everyone has a great Sunday night. Get some rest for yourselves. Brand new week ahead of us, and yeah, take care, guys. Night.